Hi everybody, welcome to this week's weekly roundup. I have a shorter list, so we'll see if we can make this under 10 minutes. First things first, we will be posting, if it isn't already posted, a community health assessment survey. So every few years we work with our county partners and healthcare partners to create a community health assessment survey and report. This really informs the work that we do in the city and in the area pertaining to community health. So things like alcohol, tobacco, substance abuse, exercise, healthy food, everything that you can think of pertaining to health has a place in this survey and this assessment and this plan. So we are asking for your help in taking the survey. It should take 10 minutes or less. There are paper copies available at the Health Department, Senior Center, here at City Hall, at the library, at a lot of community partners, and there's also a link posted on our website. So, and I'm sure we'll post one on Facebook as well. But if you could just take a few minutes to take that survey, it's open until June 27th to anyone who lives, works, or just interacts in a leisure way here in our community. It'll just help us to ensure better health outcomes for the people that we serve. I think we've shared it now. I am on a committee that works with our area drug and alcohol treatment courts. And one of the events that I heard about, and hopefully we're advertising it here, is a sober bowling event that's being held at Watertown Bowl, and it is on June 11th at 7:30 p.m., and it is free bowling and free shoes. So if you are looking for a fun, sober event to participate in the community, please mark down June 11th at 7:30 at Watertown Bowl. I wanted to share, and I can't remember if I've talked about this through the weekly roundup, but I know I've talked about it in a variety of community forums, but one thing that we've been working on for the past few years is bringing this concept of a fully inclusive park to the city of Watertown. And we can post maybe in the comments of this video what an inclusive park is, but essentially it is a park for everyone. So able-bodied or non-able-bodied, you will be able to maneuver and play and interact with the children in your life if you're not a child in the exact same space. My goal is that we do this completely through donation. We have a site selected of an area that we own that has an existing park that needs a facelift. So we would hopefully site it at that same location. But I'm really excited to share, I'm going to be meeting with someone next week who does this type of work all the time. They run a nonprofit that produces just opportunity for everyone to be able to access recreation and leisure activities that they want, regardless of their ability. So we'll be meeting with that director next week and just learning more about how we can bring a fully inclusive park to the city of Watertown. So I'll share more updates as we progress. Talking about progress, we're continuing work with our new fire station. So we're working on some of the financing aspects in the background, but what's most public and what will come up next is the purchase of the land. So we're proceeding with one area right now that we're hopeful we'll be able to come to terms and have land secured yet this year to build our new fire station. I know a lot of people have been following the American Rescue Plan or ARPA funding. We've talked about that a ton at our Finance Committee. That hopefully final version now will be coming back to the Finance Committee at our first Finance Committee meeting in June. But we're moving that meeting. It's normally on a Monday, and we're moving it to Thursday. So we'll be meeting on June 16th to talk about ARPA. Next Saturday, June 11th, from 8 to 12 is one of our 4 times a year Saturday drop-off hours for the street department. So if you have extra items, extra bulk items, electronics, things you need to dispose of in your home, and you can't get to the street department yard during our open hours during the week, 4 times a year we're doing a Saturday, and next Saturday, June 11th, from 8 to 12 is one of those days. So we do accept cash, check, and card, and you'll just come to the street department yard on First Street. We have been working quite a bit on housing development and housing development of all kinds. This week we've had a couple of really great meetings with some developers about the potentiality for additional housing in the community. I'm hopeful we'll be able to continue those conversations to a point where I'll be able to share really exciting news with you very soon. But I just think it's important for you all to know that there is a lot of work that happens in the background on development. And this week alone, I think there's been 3 different meetings with developers about the potentiality of developing multifamily housing here in our city. I'm going to try my best to get in the habit of providing, like I did last summer, the road construction updates for the week. So this week on Dayton Street between Clement and Main, obviously there was a lot of work that happened. There's a temporary street light out there, and I think we're getting into a good groove of working through the traffic that needs to move through there and the work that needs to be done. We do expect work between Clement and Main on Dayton Street to last for about 6 weeks. We're doing some curb and gutter spot replacement throughout the community. So we're in a lot of different areas, whether it's Werner Street, Pawnee Street. There's a lot of different areas in the community. We're doing spot curb replacement, so watch out for us on the roadway on that. And then we're also doing some curb and gutter forming on Parkview Lane. So I think the water aspect of Parkview Lane project is now complete, and so now we're moving on to the curb and gutter. On the recreation side, we've added a ton of adult events, which is nice. So we have Zumba, Pound Yoga, and also a gentle yoga class. Those are all up right now. We also added a summer soccer camp. So this is a week-long camp. It's only $20 or $30, depending if you're a city resident or not. I think I got those costs right. There's more information on the Park and Rec page on how you can register for that. And then the parent-child Little Sluggers. This is baseball for like 4-year-olds. That program is open for registration as well. On the job front, we do still have an opening for an accounting clerk in our finance department. We're hiring still for police officers. And if you're looking to join our leadership team to be as our recreation director, that posting is open until today, Friday. So please submit your applications if you're interested in being our new park and recreation director. There's a lot happening this weekend. As always, Watertown Tourism has a really nice summary of the events for the weekend. But I will share with you the Aquatic Center is supposed to open tomorrow. So if you've been waiting for the pool to open, hopefully the weather cooperates because we have a lot going on this weekend. But the Aquatic Center will open tomorrow. The Cash for Carp fishing competition, if you will, is this weekend. That's on Saturday, and you can register right at Riverside Park starting tomorrow morning at 7. And then we will be doing the Interurban Trailhead grand opening, which I'm so enthusiastic about. So I'm really praying the weather works out for us. If for some reason the weather doesn't, we will post on the Facebook page that the event is, if it has to be canceled or postponed. We would maybe look at doing it on Sunday if the weather works out a little bit better. But hopefully the weather will work for us tomorrow, and we'll be able to have the grand opening of the trail and the trailhead. And that starts at noon. The Interurban Trailhead is right on Humboldt Street, kind of by Clark. You'll see us if you're driving in that area. We would encourage you to join us at noon and to join us with your bikes. We will do just a short ceremony, and then we'll have pedal bikes to go down the trail if you don't have a bike. But we're also encouraging people to bring their bikes, check out the trail, and then Get Healthy Watertown, in coordination with the Park and Rec, is hosting a family fun bike ride from the Interurban Trailhead opening tomorrow at noon. This will be a short, family-friendly, free 1.5-mile bike ride from the trailhead to Barris Brothers. And at Barris Brothers, we'll have some activities. I think Cart Park is going to be there. So it should be a really great afternoon. So if you can join us tomorrow at the Interurban Trailhead, bring your bikes. And if you don't have a bike, still join us and take one of the pedal cruise rides down the trail. So again, noon tomorrow. If for some reason we need to change it, we will post that. That's all that I have for this week. Have a good weekend.